there, my name is Heather Steele. I also go by Heather Explores on social media, and for this little mini video, I just wanted to reintroduce myself. This is a channel I have been uploading on for many years, and throughout that time, just a lot has changed in my life, and I feel like my life is in such a different place now than where it was when I started this channel, and it's just kind of important for me to reintroduce myself and to introduce myself to some new viewers out there, because I have been really absent from this channel for a long time, and I'm coming back and I want to make a video a week, so I feel like it's important that I just kind of introduce who I am and what I'm all about, what I hope to share here, what my values are, what matters to me, what my passions are. So if you don't like videos about someone talking about themselves, I get it, you don't have to watch this, but I feel like since I'm sharing my worldview on this channel, it's just kind of important that I introduce who I am. However, not every video is going to be about me, don't worry about that. So my name is Heather Steele, and I am a paranormal explorer, as I call myself. Maybe that's a cringy way to put it, I don't know. I guess the best way to put it is that I'm an artist first and I'm a free spirit. So what I do is I travel around taking photos. And I was in a place in my life not so long ago now where my world was very small. And I just dreamed of traveling and creating. And so long story, very long story short, I broke away from that horrible period in my life, and I built a whole new life that is all about valuing experiences, capturing beauty, seeing what this incredible world of ours has to offer, because you only get one life and you don't want to spend it living in a little fantasy world, you know what I mean? Like, you want to actually be out there experiencing and living and exploring it. So that's what I value, is collecting those experiences. So a little bit on that. So I am a amateur photographer. I honestly don't really know what I'm doing. Photography is something I have been dabbling with over these past 2 years. So I just started capturing what I see whenever I look at the places that are the subjects of my photos. Photography has given me that healthy outlet that I've always wanted for my creative drive and vision, and every day, like, I'm learning something new, and photography has added this whole new element to my life that has been really healthy for me. It has pushed me to become bolder and braver and do things I never really thought I would do, so I can get those photos that I want so badly. And it's really nice to be able to go on an adventure and to document it with my camera. It's been absolutely wonderful. Like, I love photography and what it's done for my life and where I'm going in my life, and I've actually decided that I want to get an education of some sort in that realm and actually make that a career path over the next few years. So that's what I'm currently working on. Like, I really found myself and my calling through photography. So along with shooting, I actually collect antique photography. A lot of the pieces in my collection are from the late 1800s, early 1900s. I just absolutely love this stuff. I mean, it's all truly one of a kind, because a lot of this stuff just does not survive. So I have all sorts of pieces behind me. We have actual daguerreotypes, such as this lady right here that I love to death. That's a really good piece. And I also have cases with ambrotypes in them, and I have a few different types in my collection. Some of them have held up better to time than others. And of course we have the classic tin type. I have so many of these, so I'm always on the hunt for interesting old pieces like that. I actually have entire albums of tin types, such as this one that is from, I believe, possibly the late 1870s. I'm still dating it exactly, but there's a letter in this album, if I can very carefully get to it here, and it's postmarked February 11th of 1878, and this came with this album, which is absolutely magnificent. Some of the pieces in here, such as this one right here of this woman who's next to this darkness. Hello darkness, my old friend vibes, right? So this album's wonderful, and I actually do plan to share the entire thing in a TikTok. Fun fact, I am on TikTok, by the way. I want to be very careful with this because this is really, really old, and it's really, really special, and it was very expensive. So that's gonna go back on the shelf. So I am a collector of more than just memories and experiences, which are the most important thing in my life to collect. I also collect, as I said, the early photography. I got cabinet cards, tin types, amber types, as you already saw. But I also collect objects from other eras in time. What my channel was known for was collecting vintage items from the 80s and 90s, and I still do love all of that stuff, and I want to share it here again. I'm just kind of fascinated by relics, as I call them, of other times. I just think that's really, really cool and just really fun to collect because it's like a treasure hunt all the time, searching for these old objects. So I have lots of antiques here. I have this early 1900s mirror that has Cupid on it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. There is even Cupid's arrow on the front there. Love stuff like this. So, oh, another really good piece I have here is this ambrotype of this child, and there's actually the child's hair under the glass. So I do collect a lot of like mourning items of the Victorian era, things made from human hair. I better fix that, hold on. I absolutely love that kind of stuff. So I'm always hunting for that, but at the moment, as you can see, I don't really have much room. And as someone who had a large collection in the past that I have in storage, I don't want to end up with more than I can handle again. So I just have this one bookcase, and then I have a bunch of framed things on the ground here that I'm trying to find a spot to hang up, but I don't know where they're gonna go yet. Here's one of my recent additions. This is of a couple named James and Jane Patton, I see their name is, and they both died in the 1870s, and I have a feeling this may have been hanging at her funeral because of how it's painted black. Like it's very interesting. I'm just trying to find the perfect place to hang them. I'm thinking about putting them above my computer desk, but I really want to have them like in this corner somewhere, so I'm just carefully setting them aside for now. So as far as my other hobbies, so I am an urban explorer, though I have not been in the bandos in so long. You guys, if you watch my channel, you saw my last abandoned adventure was in this China factory. I am gonna get back out there. There's just so much risk with urban exploring, and it really like triggers my anxiety bad. I mean, so much can go wrong, and there's just so many issues with it, and that's why I haven't gone. Like I don't have a partner for it. Don't really want to go by myself because it doesn't seem like a very smart idea. So that is something though I'm gonna be dabbling with again. I'm gonna be looking into places where we can get maybe permission to go. Different things I can cover, so stay tuned for that because I am going to be covering those sorts of places here on the channel and on TikTok. My other love is cemeteries. And what got me into that? Well, it's kind of been a lifelong thing. I've always been fascinated by the Victorian era, and so I started going to cemeteries from that time period, and just how ornate and interesting the monuments were was something that really spoke to me. So just started visiting them whenever I was younger, and I've been hunting them down a lot recently. And basically what I do is I go to these cemeteries and I document them. I'm very respectful about what I do. I understand this is a place of rest. These monuments are historic and they should be preserved. So I'm also looking into getting involved with gravestone restoration so I can clean up and care for these old cemeteries. But what I also do is I create art where I photograph these old grave sites, and like I said, I turn them into my art. So that way maybe I can get people to care about these places that are just crumbling away in the corners of their communities, and I feel like people just don't really think about these things. And it's a shame because, I mean, the carvings on these monuments are just so good, and they need to be taken care of. So I am something called a taphophile, which is someone who just enjoys spending time in cemeteries. There's nothing weird about it. There's nothing disrespectful about it. These places were made to be visited. I don't go to newer sections of cemeteries out of respect for the mourning. I don't mess with that. Like every once in a while I might take a picture of a newer grave, but I never take a picture of the name or anything like that. But I'm mainly there to visit the historic sections, the places that, you know, need people to care about them, because there's not money coming in those old places. They're just historic sites at that point, and those are the places that I want to celebrate and try to do what I can to help them out. So that's something I'm going to be getting more involved with over the coming months and seeing what I can do. I'm also really interested in fashion. I love all sorts of fashion. My everyday clothes is just darker stuff like this. Honestly, I just wear jeans and boots every day and like a graphic tee, and I roll around on the dirt trying to get shots with my camera. So my style is kind of all over the spectrum. Sometimes I like really girly frilly things. Other times it's more casual like this. I just have an appreciation for fashion from different eras and time, and I just feel like fashion is such a fun thing because you can really transform, and it's just a lot of fun. Why put yourself in a box? If you like pink and ruffles but you also like dark, tattered clothes, wear both. I mean, you can do that, you're free to do that, and so that's what I like to do. I don't know if I've already mentioned it, but I'm also a paranormal enthusiast. I've heard people that I follow call themselves paranormal researchers, and I wish that could be me. I'm not someone that's very logically minded. I'm very creative minded, and I'm more about the experience of going somewhere and experiencing the phenomenon. So I call myself an enthusiast. I want to connect with spirits. I want to hear their stories, because I feel like as someone who's interested in history, it's very interesting to see if can we contact someone who lived in that time period or who lived in that place and see what we can get. So it's very interesting to kind of do that sort of research and see if it lines up with historical facts. And I think that's what's so cool about studying the paranormal, or in my case, you know, enjoying it and experiencing it. It's just a very human phenomenon, and I'm one of those people that I don't push my beliefs on anyone. I'm a skeptic as well. I'm all about experiencing things that I can validate myself. So I just feel like everyone just needs to go out there and seek those truths for themselves. I don't push my views on other people. I know it sounds like crazy to most people, and I get it, but I still enjoy looking into it more because I feel like you should, you know, you should explore all aspects of life. And for me, the other side is an interesting one to explore. So in the future, you may see more paranormal videos. I do have a few here on the channel. I know they're not very good, but that is a topic I will be covering. Over the winter, I want to do some investigating. It's just a matter of how am I gonna film that kind of stuff, but that is something we will cover in the future. So as far as the future of this channel and what type of content I would like to make, the truth is I really don't know. I've been gone from YouTube for a while, and I'm still coming up with like what exactly am I going to film for this channel, and I think I'm just going to film whatever means something to me, or just whatever I want to share. I would like to cover those lost places. I feel like that's important, especially because, like I said, I just want to get people to care. So I am going to be doing cemetery crawl videos. I filmed a few, never got to edit those. I will be covering the paranormal eventually. Like I said, that stuff's just hard for me to go out and film right now. I feel like I need to get another camera for it. That's just a whole other thing. I'm going to be covering those strange places to see, and of course lots of fashion videos, and then just me talking about life and things I've gone through, story times. Maybe we'll just sit here and eat and do the regular YouTube-y stuff. I'm also on TikTok, and you can see lots of videos in that realm on my TikTok. All the links are going to be down below, or all of my social media info is going to be down below, but between dark fashion and beauty videos, to exploration videos, dark tourism, videos on antiques and oddities and vintage collectibles, nostalgic collectibles that maybe you remember from whenever you were growing up. I have a lot to cover on this channel, and you know, I used to focus solely on the colorful collectibles, and then I started like doing the whole explorer thing, and people didn't really like the contrast, but I really still like all of those vintage things, and I would like to bring that back because it's all in the same realm to me. So I will be covering all sorts of things on this channel. I just wanted to kind of reintroduce myself, let you guys know where I'm at in my life. You know, it's really fun time, but pretty much what I do is I just go off on my own and I explore and take pictures, and I share them online, and it's a lot of fun. So I guess the goal for me with this channel is to connect with other people like me who understand why I like this stuff, and to also document places and preserve them. So it's not always going to be me in front of a camera, you know, talking about myself. I will be covering important subjects and these places, and bringing them to you, bringing you guys on the adventure and raising awareness about them in the right way. So yeah, the future is going to be very fun, and I'm excited to be back, and I will see you all in my next video. So until then, stay creepy, stay spooky, stay cute, stay you, and I'll see you guys on my next adventure. Bye for now.